What's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Des. I go by Des B. And if you're new here, hello. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Today, the day I am recording this is September 1st, 2019. And for those of you that are not new here, you will know that today officially marks my wedding month. Oh, I don't want to break a nail. It is pretty crazy. My fiance and I are getting married on the 21st. Just a reminder. With that being said, I am bringing him back on my channel for a top 10 questions that we have gotten throughout our engagement and especially the past year. So I wanted to knock those out for you guys, have a really fun time, and bring him on again for our last and final couples Q&A before we are officially husband and wife. So without further ado, and here he is.
Should you leave your finger all the way that long?
Yeah, I cut it. I can trim it.
True.
This is my fiance Wyatt. If you go back and watch our old video, which I will link up here, we both probably look
way
so different.
Oh no! I'm actually excited to see that.
I know, that's actually terrifying. My background also looked like crap. Not like crap, but it is fun thing doing. So like I said, today we're going to be going through our top 10 questions we've been asked, not only on my last post, which I'll put here, but also just the past year, things that people have been asking and things kind of fun to address, as well as hopefully helping maybe other couples out there who are also engaged, just knowing that number one, you're not alone, and number two, maybe get some ideas of what we did too. For beginners, we've been together 4.5 years.
Yep.
That's crazy. We got engaged last October, October the 6th.
What is this music we have for you? Oh wait, what is that? On the board, yes.
And we're now getting married September 21st, 2019. Also, for disclaimer, use Zola for our wedding planning. That was a big question as well. It really freaking helped, guys. It was so helpful. I tried the knot, I tried other things, but Zola was really, really great. So let's hop into the Q&A. Q&A, yay, yay. Oh, Regina! Oh,
You're so cute!
question number one, are you doing a first look and do you think Wyatt will cry?
Is the first look like right before we get married in the ceremony?
Yeah, that's when like we would do it separately.
No, I don't think we are.
We're not doing a first look. We're doing a traditional like walk down the aisle, he turns around. Do you think he'll cry?
Probably.
I think you will too.
I'm surprised if I didn't. If I don't, it'd probably be very similar to what happened when I proposed.
Oh yeah.
Just can't talk. I'm just kind of stunned.
Mute.
I mean, it's a big deal.
It's special, yeah. I'm excited. Also, I'm gonna cry. That wasn't asked, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you I'm crying.
I don't even think they need
That's
to
implied.
ask that.
Okay, question number two. What is the biggest positive growth you have seen in one another from when you first met until now? That's a good one. Wow, we first met in 2015. Technically, we met in 2014. But we started like talking and we were in class together 2015.
Yes.
So that's a long time to really grow. It's like humans and adults and really mold into ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
Yeah, I gotta see the question again.
Oh, biggest positive growth you've seen in one another.
I think I even said this, something similar to this in the first one. I'd have to say from when we first met to now, your, I guess, goal setting / like motivation in general, like it's impressive. Like it's typically human nature for me is you go hard at something for quite a few months and then you just kind of maintain because you start to lose interest. I felt like you're the complete opposite. It's like you just start to get your feet under you, and then once you hit like what works, you just are super motivated and nothing stops. So that's pretty
true.
That's very true.
Go get her.
Okay.
Go get her. Hey. Most positive growth I've seen from Wyatt is prioritization, time management. I think that you've really like focused and shifted into that, especially in a professional world, like your new role that you're in with your like adult life.
Yep.
But also, I mean, he's always had patience.
Especially with me.
But I think the biggest positive growth is just like our communication and how he's communicated with me. Really just like stepped into that role of a like adult man. I think within like, especially the past year.
I can take that.
Next one. Hardest thing y'all went through together in the wedding planning process.
Well, I mean, easily the guest list.
Oh my gosh, that
Because
was the
the
worst
guest
like
list,
2 months
It went
trying
from,
to figure that out.
It went from less of just, hey, who's invited? There was just so much more to that.
Yeah, there's so
went
much
into the
more.
table planning,
Yep.
the fill of like, wait, we might need more people, or hey, wait, we might need to make some cuts here and there.
Yeah.
Even after we thought we had the final list. So that was just always hanging over our heads.
Like, how do you not offend someone? Have I known them long enough to invite them? Have I seen them in the past, 10 years?
There's no criteria.
No, it's
So
just, it's hard.
It's tough.
And I
'cause
feel
you wanna
like,
please everyone.
yeah, well, and your parents end up taking control there. It was so confusing. That was for sure the hardest part.
Absolutely.
Other than that, I would just say like putting it all together, you know, like you have all these separate vendors chosen and then making it all correlate to the same day, same patterns, same vibes, same look, same design. That's hard too. There was a point where I was literally like, I'm not gonna do this.
I got afraid to even ask her. I was just like,
I would just be like, are you freaking kidding me? What the frick? I was gonna cuss, but
yeah, nah.
it's alright. I bleep it out usually if it comes out. And I feel like we just have to address this because everyone asks, do you guys know when you'll start trying for a baby? I think that's like the most known question you're gonna get asked, but also like the most annoying. Just because you're a husband and wife also doesn't mean you're ready to be a mommy and dad.
Mommy and dad.
Mommy and daddy. Just because you're a husband and wife doesn't mean that you're ready to be a mom and a dad.
True. Put it simply, 5 years at the latest, I'd say.
5 years?
I'd say at the latest.
Okay.
We agreed,
Yeah,
3 to 5.
Okay, yeah.
But let's be
Definitely,
honest,
definitely
we know-
before 30. We want to be younger parents, quote unquote. We also want our parents to be able to be
I want my
grandparents.
parents to be involved as much as possible.
Right.
So it's really, honestly, we're in a position where we could have a baby now, but
It's not ideal.
Definitely not ideal.
There's so much we still want to do. We still want to travel.
Yeah.
We still want to, you know, be able to go to X, Y, and Z when we want to. And when you add dogs in there, it's already kind of annoying. But when you add a human,
There's just
I just couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
So okay.
And not annoying. Wouldn't put the baby in the annoying.
Well, it's not.
dog.
I'm saying like with the dogs are annoying. With the baby, it's just like, wow, we have to replan
You
everything.
wouldn't even think of that type of stuff.
No.
You
like,
just would realize 3
Oh my
years
gosh.
later, oh wait, we haven't done
it. Yeah. Wow.
I feel like that's how that'd go.
Woo! Are you guys writing your own vows, and what are some special things you're choosing to do on your wedding day that might not be traditional?
We are writing our own vow.
Yeah, we are writing our own vows.
She already has
Yeah.
a rough...
I kind of already have mine done. I was sleeping one night, and I was in a dream, and it started just like coming out, and I literally woke up. I was like, I need to write this down. That was fire. So it's literally in my notes on my phone. Just very short and sweet, but it just like came to me. So I kind of wrote it down, but we are doing that. Other things we might be doing that are untraditional. Nothing much.
Not really, no. I don't think so. Nothing crazy.
No.
I mean, we're definitely focusing on the party, but...
Yeah,
I mean,
we are.
that's not too
We're
far off
we're
from it.
focused on that.
Banger, dude.
We're focused on that, bro. And we have White Claws. I'm so excited about that. I'm
That's
so
definitely not
excited.
traditional.
Oh yeah, I guess that is not traditional. We're having like an all-you-can-drink virtually until
open
they run
bar.
out. Open bar, but
Open
we're
bar,
having
but we
White
have
Claw.
White Claw included in that package.
Yeah.
Which wasn't even something that we planned.
No.
It was just, it turned out to be an option, and then obviously...
That's gonna be super fun because it's just, yeah. What do you feel like is the perfect amount of time to be engaged before getting married? That is a great question. Do you feel like we rushed our wedding? Honestly.
I mean, in terms of planning and logistics, no. I think in terms of just being married, also still no. I feel like you're getting engaged to get married.
Right.
Sure, you want to get engaged in some situations to prove a point.
Kinda
like,
have a
hey, even though
commitment.
we're not ready yet, I just
Or
want you to know
financially not
type of
ready.
thing.
You
Yeah.
know, there's a lot that goes into it.
So I don't think there definitely shouldn't be a long period of time, or a certain period of time that is.
I would say though, anything less than 6 months, like if I were to think 6 months ago, we would have only that amount of time to plan a wedding.
do that.
I would have been very stressed.
Minimum. Give yourself
Minimum
a
9
year.
months. I would say minimum 9 months
You
to
could
9
do
to
it,
12.
yeah. It's just
Well,
with-
ours, we're doing 11 months? September, October?
Yeah.
Okay,
11.
like 11. We were kind of done planning that in July. We were done planning in July.
Yeah, but still, it's putting together also financial
Very true,
side of
very
things.
true.
Sure, you're done planning, but it's still the
Right.
money side of things.
Yeah. God, the money
Um,
side of things.
I would just say year. If you can go a few months under it.
And that's in a planning perspective. I'm not saying like, oh, we had to keep growing to get
No,
married.
yeah.
No, you know you're getting married. This is purely from a planning standpoint. Next, was an elopement ever a thought for you guys? Why or why not? Is
Isn't that-
elopement like the courthouse?
It's pretty much where you just go get married separately and then basically fake it. Not fake it. You just go. You go separately, just us. We elope. We just escape. Go get married
got it.
by ourselves.
Elopement definitely wasn't on my mind ever.
No.
If
I've always wanted a serious wedding.
if anything, maybe destination style wedding was on my mind. Like maybe just taking immediate family only. You are so distracting. Jax, come here. Come on, family time. Oh, let's get to family. This can be our thumbnail. Cheese. Okay, I definitely thought about a destination style with just immediate family, but we have a lot of also like older relatives and
Chill. Stop it.
we have a lot of older relatives and also ones that couldn't necessarily travel for a destination that we still want to be a part of the wedding. I was kind of thrown off the table immediately, but that was as close as I got to like thinking about a different style wedding. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Was there ever a moment where you thought things weren't going to work or it was hard to prioritize your relationship?
T.
That was hard.
Truth or dare.
Last year was the hardest. Last summer, right when you graduated and you were finding a job.
Oh yeah.
That was hard.
She was in Michigan.
I was still in Michigan.
Ohio. I'm job searching. Have no idea on what a timeline would look like. It could be 6 months.
I'd been graduated already for a year, living
Yep.
at home, and I was just miserable. Not miserable because, you know, you don't realize what you have till it's gone,
family, yeah.
but I was just not happy. You know, I was ready to like flourish and grow, and I was ready to grow like together. And I just remember feeling this like, I felt like we were both just stuck. And it was so difficult, and it just kind of strained our relationship because we had already been long distance for over a year. And it was just like, damn, when is this gonna end? There was never a point where I was like,
I don't want him to be my boyfriend.
but it was just like, it was just really freaking hard.
Yeah.
I just remember it being like, when is it gonna end? Because I'm so tired.
Yeah, and I would agree. And I would say, not even specific to that question, but I would say this past year of living together has taught, at least me, I'm sure both of us, a lot in general. Gave us a glimpse, especially me, of like, how do I really handle myself as a partner in a relationship?
how am I really gonna handle her?
No.
Like,
no,
very
how am I
true.
gonna handle myself to where like this works? Because we're in each other's space 24/7.
Yeah.
So that was an adjustment. It's just a learning period on that end.
but overall, like compared to what I've heard a lot of other couples I feel like go through and kind of voice to us, I was just like, no, that hasn't happened to us.
Yeah,
You
we've
know what
been
I mean?
pretty good.
Communication, growth, lessons, like you'll never have the perfect relationship. So our relationship definitely wasn't, still isn't.
No.
Never gonna be perfect. No reason to act like it, you know? Any tips for saving / paying for a wedding? You don't. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
It's hard.
basically this entire year you prioritize what you
Need to pay for.
Anything you pay for, your thought is pretty much like the wedding.
Yeah.
There's other stuff I gotta
Yeah.
pay for. Because small things such as utilities, electric, rent,
Yep.
just random stuff. Even those thoughts when you want to buy something, you're like, wait, I got this, this, and this, but we also have a payment coming up in the next month. So this whole year, you can be in a position to where you can still buy what you want, but your thought goes straight into, wait, what do we have for the wedding?
Yeah. A lot of what people also don't kind of elaborate on is that you don't pay everything up front. You know, a lot of people are like, Des, oh my gosh, how'd you afford all that? The wedding, you can pay in increments, guys. Like, it's just like anyone who you see driving around a beautiful car, they didn't pay for that all up front. You know what I mean? They didn't pay for that in cash. Just like a house or anything. You have set payments, you have payment plans, you can finance things. things, and most things are just due 30 days before the wedding. So you're kind of chipping at it away. We were grateful enough to have parents who all contributed. We personally contributed as well. If there was anywhere that we could have caught down on expense, I would personally say it would have been our honeymoon, just because that was an added expense that wasn't even wedding oriented, but it was pretty expensive. But going to Thailand, which is where we're going by the way, was something that we both were like, will we ever really have an excuse to do this again? Maybe not. So we're like, we just gotta put our balls out there and do it. Yeah. Just gotta unzip and rock. I'm demonetized. The last question comes actually from our photographer, so shout out to Patty. If y'all are looking for a photographer, make sure that you hit her up. She does an amazing job. I've actually watched the evolution of her business, and she's watched mine. She was my first ever personal training client. Remember that? West Hills? First ever. We'd wake up, she'd be ready at 5:45. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Here we are now, and she's photographing my wedding. So excited. What was the hardest decision you had to make in wedding planning? So we kind of already talked about the guest list, but overall decision.
What's yours?
I would kind of say the colors, only because that kind of played into a flow of like everything else we planned around.
Fair.
So it was kind of like, okay, it's fall, it's not necessarily super summery, to where I didn't want the blush pink anymore. We ended up going with sage. Like it was just confusing, and it was like the small minute details, but again, the one thing that flows into the whole presentation of your wedding. So that was probably it for me as a woman, like one of the hardest decisions outside of like my wedding gown.
100% be the tuxes and renting versus buying and
your groomsmen.
Because with our age being younger, really all of our friends, we can't expect it for all of us to be in the best financial situation ever. So with what I envision myself looking and my groomsmen looking like, I'm getting as close as I can, but options were then limited just because of, you know, when I went the renting route, try to cut down on costs, not make people buy tuxes or anything like that.
That's hard.
Again,
those are things you have to choose. It's just a tough
decision, because I want it in my mind. I want to look the best possible as long as with my guys. I think when you get into that question, like you mentioned, it's just small details. Yeah.
At the end of the day, like we truly, I'll confidently say we're gonna have the wedding of our dreams.
I would agree.
I think it's gonna be exactly what we pictured. Taking those things that were like what we didn't want to give up, and putting the money towards the things we really wanted was great. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be sweet.
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Literally 3 weeks. And then basically a week and a half in Thailand, which is nuts. And that's all within this month.
And then it's literally Thanksgiving. We could wait.
Why did you think of it that way?
Oh, I forgot we come back in October, not November. I got confused. I'm just ready to drown in some sweet potatoes, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Regina loves mommy.
I think you have potato on your chest. Or a crumb. It's good to know.
It might be potato. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. We are pumped. /scared. I'm nervous, dude.
Why are you
I am nervous. Just like our vows, like reciting our vows. I'm the ugliest crier, and I know it, so I'm not confident about that.
Well, that's why I also came up with that idea of like writing it on a piece of paper. Sure, it might take away a little bit from just like staring in the eyes of each other and then capturing that on video. Having the paper, you know, in front of you makes it more of like you're reading something rather than like talking from your heart in that moment.
Yes, I feel you.
So I feel like reading from paper on our vows it's gonna be
better.
A lot easier.
Well, and we got little books off Etsy. We're gonna keep rambling just because we're so excited.
Our parents, by the way,
they're so
unreal excited.
Yeah.
Like I can't say I don't think anybody's parents are excited ours, but
yeah, alright.
They're up there, as you could imagine.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. Wish us luck in the final push of our wedding and just planning and making sure everything just goes.
I'm trying to stop the dogs from growling with my foot.
Boys!
If only you guys could see
I know,
them
if
right
only you
now.
guys could see how funny they are. So just wishing us luck to finish out the push through planning and having a great wedding, great weather, great experience, safe trip to Thailand, everything. We would just appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you think our marriage is gonna last. And I'm not just kidding.
Put it on YouTube.
Give this video a thumbs up. Make
to you,
sure that you subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss my videos, because to be honest, I never know when I'm gonna post. Thank you guys for being here. I can't wait.
I know.
It's
close.
so crazy. Oh, flex each other. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. 1 or 2 more videos till I have another diamond.
Just another band.
What diamonds?
Well, I mean, yeah, but not a diamond.
Oh, sorry. Well, I have more diamonds then.
More diamonds coming.
Bye, guys.